Hello and good evening. I'm Latrell and Dasha with African News Tonight. Tonight, I will be interviewing acclaimed author and human rights advocate Ngugi Thiong'o, creator of such works as Petals of Blood and Matigari. Thiong'o's books bring to life the inequality and injustice that existed in Kenya, perpetrated by the post-colonial leaders. So, Ngugi, tell us about the story of Matigari.
Well, Latrell, first I would like to say thank you for having me on your program. Matigari revolves around the story of a man called Matigari Ma Ngugi, which literally means the patriots who survived the bullets, in Kikuyu. Matigari was an African servant of a white man known as Settler Williams. Matigari was overworked to the point where he decided to rebel against the unjust system. He often said, "Why should the builder live outside? Why should the tailor walk naked? Why should the farmer starve?" He had been the one using his own two hands to only have everything taken from him. His rebellion led to Matigari, Settler Williams, and John Boy, Settler Williams' first-hand man, spending years chasing each other until Matigari was victorious. After he had destroyed his oppressor, Matigari traveled to town. He looked for his children so they could return to live at the house he had built, Settler Williams' house.
So in this book, you are showing the readers a look at pre-independence Kenya and post-independence Kenya, correct?
Well, no. Matigari is not necessarily about Kenya. This is simply a story about a man who wanted to gain true freedom for his people and his country. He treated his fellow countrymen as family, and he went to war with the European settlers who stayed to gain his freedom. This is a timeless story which sadly portrays events that continue to this day. Matigari's could be yours, mine, or anyone.
So, the main antagonist of this story, Settler Williams, he represents the white settlers who stayed in Kenya after everything had settled and they gained their independence. And Matigari represents the Mau Mau freedom fighters in Kenya, yes?
Well, yes and no. With this book, I'm trying to show the injustice in the world that millions must suffer through day to day, as others may simply benefit from the other's hard work.
Right, I see. So, let me ask you this. Did you, in your own life, experience any of these issues firsthand?
Unfortunately, I can answer that question with a yes.
So, Ngugi, can you explain how your own life affected this book?
When I resided in Kenya, I was a strong supporter of the Mau Mau group, which fought for Kenyan independence from Britain in the 1940s. Unfortunately, when my country gained independence, its post-colonial leaders continued to perpetrate our culture and inequality and injustice.
Okay. So, throughout Matigari, you seem to negate the Christian religion. Why is this?
I did this because I believe that Christianity is a colonial influence. It harms African societies that were already Christian before Europeans began colonization, even acting as a type of cultural bomb, if you will. It creates a gap with post-colonial African and the pre-European past, allowing them to lose touch with their culture. In Matigari, the priest mentions the government leader as a supporter of Christianity, and the priest himself used the concept of Christianity to control people's actions. I did this as a way to show how those who were not Christians to begin with have what should be a peaceful ideology used against them.
I see. So, what is your opinion on the government's role in today's society?
In the book, you can see how the government enriches itself while hiding behind a front that shows a caring government. A government should do everything it can for the people. Civilization is nothing if the workers, the foundation, are unhappy. I believe that the workers should step up if they're not being treated fairly.
I see, and I'm completely with you there. So, Matigari has been a very popular book. It's been a huge success. I would like to know, how has your book affected society?
I preach virtuous tales to not only the people of my country, but also the rest of the world. I hope that my book can inspire individuals who are suffering from oppression to speak up for themselves, no matter how large an issue is, anyone, anytime, anywhere, can be going through the same sort of conflict as the characters in Matigari, and I believe that the popularity of this book was a direct result of how many readers were able to relate with him. When a cause is good and just, actions should be taken towards justice. More than anything else, I think I've been successful in spreading this message and inspiring new changes in society.
You've certainly inspired me and other readers. Mr. Thiong'o, I would like to applaud you on behalf of the people of Kenya and the rest of the world. Your valiant efforts to spread the word of peace and justice to the world while incorporating historical stories has greatly impacted society and enlightened the world about your homeland.
I like to spread my stories, that's why I'm an author.
Well, folks, you've heard it for yourself. Ngugi wa Thiong'o, the author of Matigari, it's been my absolute pleasure to speak with you. I am Latrell and Dasha. Good night and good luck.